So I have been working as a data analyst in Financial Fabric. So like this firm basically manages the portfolio of several fund management companies. So mostly they are based on US based companies, and here I work as a data analyst, and my job is to fetch the data, create the data model by structuring them, and finally analyze the data and make visualization with the actionable insights for our client. That's the current job role mine in this company. Okay, so like I joined this company around 2019, the year I have completed my post graduation. So at that time, my post graduation was a 2 years course, and just I was about to appear for the state government civil service exam, but then I learned SQL, basic thing for a data analyst or a data scientist, which all of them needs to learn. So then my interest started growing in this field, and then after the completion of my post graduation, then I started applying in various companies. Like at that time, with the knowledge of SQL only and the basic knowledge of Excel, so I started applying. As far as I can remember, like I got a call from Jane Pact in Kolkata. So that was my first interview, and I got very nervous at that day. And I can clearly remember that like they have asked me like what are the several kinds of joins used in SQL. So I just replied them like I know only left join and right join. But when the interview gets completed and I got rejected at that time, then the HR asked me the same question outside the interview room, and I replied at that time very properly, and he said that what was your problem when you were in the interview room. So like that was my first experience. Then I appeared for interview in Wipro, and there was another company in Pune, in fact inside. And then I applied for Cisco and Financial Fabric as well, but I opted Financial Fabric because the salary offered from Cisco and Financial Fabric both are more or less same, but Cisco position was located in Mumbai. So that, and this Financial Fabric located in Kolkata. So that's why I opted Financial Fabric. But the thing is, like after I joined this company, I got to know about more about SQL. Like when I joined, then my knowledge of SQL was just a cup of tea. But when I started working, it was the ocean. And while I'm going further, like then I got to know that I don't know nothing, and then I gradually started learning and knowledge on SQL and Excel as well. But beautiful thing in this company, I learned Power BI from the scratch. I just knew SQL and a very basic of Excel, but when I started working here, then I got to know about many things of Excel, which helped me in my career. Like currently, I'm a very pro person in SQL and Excel and in Power BI as well. And that's the challenge in my initial days. Like I had very few knowledge, and now I started working till date. I got the chance to know many things and explore myself in various sectors and explore my and leveraging my knowledge in this company for the growth of the company. So like that is also an interesting journey for me. It's the story about 2000 mid of 2022. So there a client arrived and they asked for a heat map as per their requirement, but they want it in Power BI, but there is nothing, no option available in Power BI to create a proper heat map with a dynamic kind of data. Then I did some R&D on Google and got to know about that. Like there is a Python platform where I can write the Python code, and from that Python code I can make that heat map and publish in Power BI. So like in that case, at that time I Google the for all the required queries, but and made the heat map dashboard. But after that, I thought that it will be a good opportunity for me to learn about Python. So in the first round, my resume was screened by the HR, and I was asked to complete an aptitude test about some basic mathematics, basic verbal knowledge, and statistics, and some of SQL and Excel knowledges. So after that, on that particular day, I was interviewed about SQL and Excel. So for SQL, I was asked about various kinds of various kind of joins like union, then some basic string functions like left, right, substring, etc. And in case of Excel, I was asked about VLOOKUP, then then the transformation of data into a pivot table, and then creating the charts from a data. So about all these, etc. And there was some questions regarding statistics, like based on the probability. So basically, there was a common question for the beginners, like to talk about the Bayes theorem, in which situation we can use that and all. And then very basic mean median modes question, like what is the relationship between arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic mean, and what are the scenarios where we can use several kind of means, and what are the scenarios where we should use median and mode. So I realized that without a proper guidance, it will be difficult for me to proceed further. Like I have the basic knowledge, but how to implement that and how to use in various projects. So that's why I joined Accredian, and after I joined Accredian, I came across various top quality teachers like Arun, Deepesh. So under their guidance, I learned a lot, and now I can say like I'm not a pro, but I'm in intermediate level. The intermediate level, I can work with Python. So this code helped me like after in the term 3 we did a project on exploratory data analysis. So where I used my knowledge of Python I learned from Accredian. And currently I'm going through the last term, so that is the advanced level machine learning. So I think after that I can make my career progressive, not only as a data analyst but as a data scientist as well, and that's the goal of my career, that I will work as a data scientist in any of the sectors, healthcare, then mining. There are various kind of sectors. So that's my goal, and Accredian helped me a lot in this sector with the class and the projects as well. I will advise all the beginners to know about Excel and SQL first, then side by side the knowledge of Python is also very crucial. And because like in SQL we have a database and we can query, like we can make the unions, joins, and the same thing we can do in pandas library in Python. So they can tell you like what is the query in SQL and what is the equivalent query in pandas. So like a side by side study can help a beginner to grow their parallel knowledge about SQL and Python, and also about they should focus on Excel first, and after then they can focus on any of the visualization tool like Power BI, Tableau, Click. There are many